Hey guys, it's your girl Ari. We're here with Marsha.
Hi guys.
She also has a YouTube account, so go follow. It's Marsha Johnson. She also did a collab video on her channel, so go check it out. It's really funny. So Valentine's Day just ended and I noticed that a lot of people were in their feelings. All the single people and even some taken people. I don't know. A lot of true colors came out too, because people that I didn't know were in relationships were in relationships. Other people who I thought were in relationships were now single, and you could tell who was in situationships. It was just a whole mess, and I just feel like this video is going to be very necessary. We're going to talk about different ways to practice self-love, because a lot of people lack self-love and it shows like really bad. So we're gonna help you guys out to be okay after this Valentine's weekend passes by. You're okay, guys. You're gonna make it through, and we're gonna help you make it through, okay? A way to practice self-love is not allowing negative energy around you.
I feel like it's very important to whenever you feel that kind of energy, just to kind of get away from it. And a lot of times I feel like we allow negative energy and negative people to stay in our lives because we're constantly making excuses for them and for their actions, even when they've proven time and time again they're not really about you. This is this is what they're gonna do, this is how they are. We constantly make excuses to be maybe they didn't mean that, or maybe they're having a bad day, but no, it is what it is. We've seen it 100 different times. You've already seen their true colors, but you're constantly making excuses for them and trying to find a reason for you to keep that person and those kind of energy in your life. And I just feel like
it's not loving yourself, because you need to be able to differentiate who's really about you and who's not about you. Because some people will pretend to be about you just because you benefit them in some way, but once you stop doing what they benefit off of you, they won't support you like they used to. They won't be there when you need them the most. It's just you're just draining yourself by keeping those people around you, because they're just sucking you dry instead of replenishing you. You need people who are gonna help you grow in life and not suck you dry and make you go backwards. If someone is draining your energy, then you don't need those people around you, because they're just gonna make you go backwards instead of forward, and you don't need that. And a way that I was able to disconnect myself from negative energy was starting to go to the gym and really keeping myself busy. And not only did it help me obviously with my weight, it also helped me. It not only helped me with my weight, but it also helped me with self-discipline. Going to the gym is hard, and it's a lot of work and a lot of motivation. So if you're able to self-discipline yourself to go to the gym and really not let anything get in the way from you going to the gym to further yourself and your health, then nothing else is stopping you. Because once you figure out how to self-discipline, then everything else will just start flowing, because no one can get in your way but you. So if you make excuses, you tell yourself you can't do it, it's all mental. If you're the one who's being negative upon yourself, then all that's gonna do is bring out negative energy around you, and you don't want that for yourself. So it goes hand in hand with cutting people off who are negative, but also not being negative upon yourself. You're human, it's okay to make mistakes, and things are not going to come easy, but just push along and just keep going. And once you have that self-discipline, then everything will just easily come along after that.
And I feel going along with that, we have to learn how to set boundaries for ourselves and also boundaries for other people, because I feel a lot of times I keep doing and doing and doing for people, even when I'm oh, this is the last time, but then I'm basically sucking myself dry to continue to do more for somebody when they wouldn't do the same for me, and they don't even text me or anything to ask how I'm doing genuinely. It's just small talk to get whatever they want me to do for them.
Yeah,
and exactly. I just feel it's important to set boundaries for yourself, so that you're not constantly draining yourself to be there for somebody else and do something for other people when they wouldn't do the same for you.
Exactly. And going with boundaries. Examples of boundaries would be like saying no to people, because sometimes we find ourselves doing extra for others and they don't do the same for you. So you have to be able to say no at times for your own energy, and also take care of yourself first. So this can include, like, let's say for example one night, you know, you're exhausted and you have to get to work tomorrow and you have to do like an assignment or something like that, and you have friends that are inviting you out, but you know for a fact that you need to get that assignment in and you need to get some sleep for tomorrow for work. So you need to be able to say no, like, hey guys, I'm not gonna go out tonight because you have other responsibilities. And it's okay to, you know, really know about like what's good for yourself and what's not. Like, if you know that going out is just gonna make you have a bad day tomorrow, then don't do it just because because of the pressure of everybody else trying to tell you like, oh, come out, it's okay. No, it's okay to say no. It's okay not to want to go out if it doesn't benefit you at the end, because you have to look out for yourself, and no one else is going to look out for you but you. So you need to be able to set those boundaries and really know what's going to make your life a little better. It's not selfish, it's needed. Like, it's okay to be selfish to protect yourself and protect your energy and protect your future in the long run.
And it's fine too to just like be by yourself, like say no to going out just because you need that time for yourself, and you just need time to just be by yourself and have just like a clear mind and do something for yourself without feeling bad that like, oh my god, like I just said no to going out and I'm not even doing anything. Because sometimes you need those like alone times to just be by yourself, to like reflect and all that stuff. So it's important. Like, you don't have to always go out, you don't have to always say yes to doing something for somebody. Like, you need to take time for yourself too.
Yep. When you're alone and really reflecting on your life, think about what you do and don't like. Like, really get to know yourself. Like, you have to know yourself before you get into anything with somebody else. You have to date yourself before
you date somebody else.
Yeah, because if you don't know what you like and don't like, you do and don't like, and if you don't know how to love yourself, you can't expect somebody else to know it for you. That makes no sense, and it's not gonna go far, and all you're gonna do is be in this relationship with somebody else and just be toxic in that relationship because you don't even know how to do everything, and you can't even expect that person to, I don't even know how to like go about it.
I just feel like a lot of times like people jump into like friendships and relationship expecting the other person or the group of people to fill a certain void that they have inside themselves, but like only you can fill that void, and that comes with knowing yourself and also loving yourself. Because if you don't love yourself first, like if I don't love myself, I can't expect Ari to love me, because first of all, I don't even know what that feels like. So you personally, like, you have to get within yourself, like know yourself, know your likes and dislikes, because you're gonna be looking for somebody to do all the things that you like, but you yourself don't even know what you like. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's important to really know yourself, date yourself first, go out to eat by yourself. Like, it sounds weird, but you've done it before.
I've done it, yeah.
You really just have to know yourself, like what you're comfortable with, like what kind of foods you like, the places you like going and stuff like that, because you can't expect to jump into a relationship or a friendship or whatever, a situationship without like knowing those kinds of things, because you're constantly gonna feel like something's missing because you don't know what it is exactly you like, and you don't even love yourself, and you can't just expect somebody to love you and fill that void, because only you can do that.
Exactly.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel like
I think it makes sense. That goes hand in hand with putting yourself out there. So in order to know yourself, you need to put yourself out there and be open to new things and ideas, because if you aren't, you're just stopping yourself from growing. Because how are you gonna know if you like tomatoes if you've never tried tomatoes? How are you gonna know you don't like musicals if you've never gone to a musical? You're not gonna know until you put yourself out there and try it. It doesn't hurt to try, it doesn't hurt to learn new things and be open to new things, because that's the only way you're gonna really figure out what you do and don't like. Like, for example, I didn't know I liked working with students until I put myself out there and applied for a position and found out that I enjoy working with students. I enjoy being around that type of atmosphere. It makes me happy, And that's another way to show self-love, knowing once you find out what you do and don't like, what you do like, go pursue it, put yourself out there. Doing what you love is another way to practice self-love, because only you can determine what you do love, and no one else can tell you not to love it. Like, if you're passionate about something, do it. It doesn't matter if you think you're gonna be unsuccessful or you feel like it's weird or anything like that, because it makes you happy, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters in life, being happy. Because yes, you can do something that everybody else does, but if you don't actually enjoy it, all that's doing is making you miserable, because you're not doing it for your own liking, it's because other people like it. So if you do things because you like it and you enjoy it, it's just gonna make it so much better, and it's just gonna make your life a lot smoother and easier, because you're doing something that makes you happy.
And going along with what Ari just said about doing things that makes you happy and doing things that you love, don't listen to other people when they start getting negative and telling you like, oh, like you need to do this, like instead of that. Like, you'll start to realize, or what I've actually started realizing, is the people that talk down on you and are constantly like bashing what you're doing, they're not doing any better. Like, you'll never see somebody in like a higher position or that's doing better criticize somebody below them. They'll always try to help you and pick you up. It's always the people that's beneath you that's always trying to tell you like, oh, this is not good enough, you need to do this, you need to do that. First of all, how are you trying to give advice to do something that you haven't even done yourself? Like, you make no sense. So you have to go with your mind. Like, don't listen to anybody, just do what you love, because that's what's going to make you happy.
To practice self-love is being real to yourself. If you put up this persona for the whole world because you think that's who they're gonna like and who they're gonna enjoy to be around, you're only hurting yourself at the end, because now you have to pretend to be this person you're not all the time, and whenever you try to be yourself, people are gonna look at you like,
now you're fake.
Now you're, and you don't want to do that to yourself. You're only playing yourself at the end. Be yourself and be real to yourself, and really just
live your truth.
Yes, live your truth. And if people don't like your truth, they don't deserve to be around you. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve to know the real person, because and when you're pretending to be this person, it just becomes really draining for yourself, because you're pretending to be someone you're not, and you have to put this person up all the time, and it's just hurting you at the end. You don't really love yourself, because you're not even really letting yourself. Yeah, you're not even being yourself, and that's a miserable life to live in, to pretend to be someone you're not. And don't do certain things because other people do it. Do it because you want to do it, or don't not do things because other people would judge you on it. Do it because you love it. Like, just be yourself, guys. It's gonna help you as a person and help you grow. And like, once you know yourself and you're real with yourself, nothing's gonna be able to stop you, because your confidence is gonna be up here. You're no longer gonna be worried about what other people think of you and what they have to say about you, because you know that at the end of the day it makes you happy, so it doesn't even matter what they have to say, because people will always have something to say. And you can't let that affect you, and you can't let it determine how you look at life, because there's always going to be those people. No matter if you're doing good or bad, they're always going to have an opinion. And if you live off of what others say about you, you're just going to be miserable, and you're going to end up doing that. You're going to end up going crazy and doing nothing with your life, because you're basing it off of what everybody does and says, and you're just not gonna get far in life if you're stuck on what other people think. Do what you think. Do what's best for you. Yes, you can get opinions from your friends and things like that, but don't make a decision because they said this is the best decision for you. You only know what's best for you. If your gut feeling is if your intuition is telling you this and someone told you this, go with your intuition, because your intuition knows you better than anybody else. It's you. It's your own body. Your own body will let you know how things are affecting you, and how your life should play out. So you need to learn. That's another thing. You need to learn how to follow your intuition, because that intuition be helping you out in a lot of situations. And that goes hand in hand with knowing yourself, because that's something you need to learn to practice. Once you know yourself, the intuition will kick in and you'll learn to differentiate it with paranoia and intuition. That one takes a lot of work, but again, once you get there, life is going to be great, and you're just going to love yourself more and more and more, and your life is just going to keep going up because no one can stop you.
And that's a fact.
And in order to grow, you have to let it go. Let it go. Let go of the past. Let go of fear. Let go of anybody who is affecting your life in any negative way. Let go of anything and everything that is gonna stop your growth.
Anything that's gonna hold you back, all the negative energy, people who are just here to get things from you to better themselves, but they won't like return the favor, or even just be your friend. Like, you ain't even gotta do nothing for me, just like be my friend instead of just like constantly trying to just get things. Just cut them off, sis. Like, it's done. That's that.
Being able to forgive yourself when it comes to your past. So everybody makes mistakes. Don't beat yourself up about it, because at the end of the day, that mistake you made or that situation that wasn't so great, you can learn from it. Take that situation as a lesson and just grow from it. Like, okay, this happened that was like I don't agree with, whatever. Okay, what did I learn from it? How am I not gonna do that again? How, like, just break it down and really learn from the situation, because we're all humans. We all make mistakes. It's okay. That's how you learn. If you're not making mistakes in life, and if you're not learning from experiences, you're not growing. And it's okay. Like, I don't even know how else to say. Like, it's okay to make mistakes, guys. It's okay.
Just learn from them, as long as you're not continuously like making the same mistake over and over, because now it's not a mistake, now it's a habit. It's a habit. So like, as long as you learn from that mistake and you're doing better, it's fine. But if you're constantly making the same mistake, it's no longer a mistake. That's on you. It's
a decision that you're making upon yourself, and if you're doing that, you're only hurting yourself. You're only making yourself this bitter person. Or when it comes to letting go, it doesn't matter how long you've known this person or how great of a person you think they are. If they showed you their true colors, do not try to paint a new picture over it, because they showed you the red flags, 1, 2, 3, and you're ignoring them. It's gonna hurt you at the end, and it's gonna hurt them too, because you guys are trying to force something to happen, but it's not even supposed to happen. You guys aren't meant to be in each other's lives. Some people are just meant to be lessons in your lives, and when the lesson is supposed to be already learned, you need to let it go, and you need to know when it's time to just cut it out and let it go. And you're gonna notice that if you look back at your life and you notice friendships or relationships that you got out of, you look back and you're like, wow, like, thank God we stopped talking to each other, thank God we broke up or whatever, because you notice that you both grew as people separately. And sometimes, you know, it sucks that those people are not in your lives anymore, but it's for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. What's for you will be for you, and what's not for you will not be there.
Basically.
So I hope that helped anybody out that is struggling with practicing self-love. Self-love is a lot of work. It's not gonna come easy. It's not gonna just click in your head, but I hope that with some of the things we've said, it helps you further understand how to practice self-love, because not a lot of people really realize the steps that it takes to get there. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to make a lot of different decisions. Some decisions will be very impactful for your life. Some decisions are small. So you just have to just know when to make decisions in order to practice self-love for yourself. Thank you guys for coming by. Make sure to like the video and go share below and comment. And also make sure to go check out my girl Marsha's channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Have a blessed day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.